Good evening. Tonight, I'm kind of doing an impromptu video here. This is a video I've kind of been needing to do with my Portulacaria, also known as a Jade. It is a Cascade, and I've had it for roughly about 2 years now. It's needing a trim rather badly right now, and I wanted to get it in shape and ready to go before the growing season begins in the spring. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do like the content that I am producing, please like this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I know when the spring comes around, we'll have a lot more videos, a lot more content, and we'll get into it. Alright, so here is the jade that I was speaking of, or also known as a Portulacaria. I've had this tree again, as I mentioned, about 2 years. It is what's considered a cascade, where the tree goes over the pot and comes down. And so, as you can see, especially towards the top of the tree, there's a camera up here, has some high growth. We're going to trim those way back and get this all cleaned up and ready to go. So when we first look at this thing, I want to say this is going to be the front of the tree, and the thing that we kind of see coming right out at us front face is right this branch here. If we look further down at a lower angle, you're able to see the trunk line go down. So I believe what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cut this whole branch off here. We already have bifurcation going through here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this branch here. And the thing about jades is that they root really easily. So if you take a cutting, you want to let it sit for about 24, 48 hours or 72 hours and let the end of it dry up, and then you're able to kind of stick it in in some soil, and it will root up, and you will have another tree to begin to start growing. So this will definitely be a good cutting. So we'll cut this little nub off here, and we'll set that aside for cutting. So as we continue looking at this, we have this branch that kind of comes straight down. We don't want it, I don't think I want this blocking the view. We have a piece coming up, so I think I'm going to remove, we actually have a split here. So actually there's a piece that's going straight down. So we're going to remove that, like that. Alright, and so we're going to knock this back. We're going to take this all the way back to here. That. And let's see. We have this little guy here. Let's take it back to 2 leaves. Like so. Alright, and then we got this branch that's kind of growing back into the tree. Probably what we want to do is we probably just want to go ahead and remove that whole one, since it's going back into the tree. Now we have this branch here that is kind of growing. As you can see, it's growing from this branch here. It's all the way coming over. So I think we're just going to remove that one completely as well. So we'll just take that right off. Alright, so now if we look at some of these back here, we have one growing back. We don't really want that, and we will cut it back to 2. As you may be able to see, here we have kind of one coming up, going up. We'll kind of do the same thing here. We have these that are going, leaf going this way, leaf going down. We don't want it to grow back into the tree, so we're going to remove that, and we'll cut it back to there. Alright, also with this, it's kind of 3 coming off. We'll leave that for now. Let's pull this a little bit closer here so I can turn it all the way around. So as you can see, we have kind of 3 branches coming out at a central spot. Typically you want to try to get that bifurcation. Hesitant to remove this middle one because I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not right now. But with this one, we have this nice movement going up, and then it bifurcates here, and then it comes down and moves over here, and we have a bifurcation here. So I think probably what we'll do is we'll remove it right there, and we'll remove this, leave right here to allow nose to go either side there. Now we have this big branch kind of going straight up here. I've looked at this for maybe the last day or so, kind of analyzing it, seeing what I wanted to remove, and I think I want to get rid of this because it is rather close to this branch here. So this is going to be a large cut, so we're going to take this off right here like that. So as you can see, that's a large cutting that we could propagate. So you can already see how this is really starting to clean up. Moving back to the back here, we have this little node growing into the tree. We'll remove that. We'll leave this here. It's growing out this way, so we'll let it grow, continue out the side here, and it'll be a good back branch. This side, as we're looking at it now, this could also be a good side for the front as well, potentially. How I put it in the pot, as you can see, the design is on the other side of the pot, so if I did want to make this, I just have to repot it and rotate the pot around. Going up here, I have this little node that's going back into the tree. I don't think we're going to need this little guy here, so we'll take him out. And so we have this branch that comes up, comes over, and then we got this kind of T shape here, these bar branches. We don't typically want to have that. Since we have one over here, I don't think we're going to need this one, but I'm going to leave it just in case, but I'm going to shorten it to about right here for now, just to see if that's something we want to keep. And then we get to the top and we have a branch that comes out over, which is good. Then we have one that comes up and bifurcates here, and I think we want to cut this back to there. Alright, so let's turn back to the front here. So as you can see, we're getting this cleaned up. So this one, we'll knock this back to there. Let's see. This one, we'll leave, and we'll take this down to right there. Alright, so now we want to start working on kind of the cascade. So with the cascade, we have this branch that's coming out to us, which isn't bad, but we have this one that's coming straight out, but it does bifurcate. Right here we got one that goes that way, this way. So I think what we want to do is we want to remove this end right here like that. And we have this one that will continue up. With this, we got another kind of one growing back into the tree. I think we'll want to yeah, I think we want to remove that one since it's growing straight up off of that branch. And let's see, we have, it's like we got quite a bit of stuff going on here. We got a little one here, got one growing straight up right there. Take that off. So I would say, since this one's growing into the tree, take that little one off. And this one, I think, is, this one definitely has grown quite long. So as you can see here, we're going to take it back to right there. Alright, and this one we're going to knock back all the way to there. So moving on down, we have this little branch coming off, going into the tree. Don't think we're going to need that one because we got them kind of going side to side, left, right, or right, left, right. So these going left, right is looking pretty good. But with this one's kind of running into it. If we remove it, we'll have a bar branch, kind of a ladder step there. Let's just take the tip off for now. We'll leave that. Alright, this back branch here, a branch coming this way, and that is what we want, so we will take that off. This one is kind of running into this one, and it's growing straight up. I don't think we really... that's hard. It's hard to tell. Actually, I don't think we need this one going straight down. Take that one off. Yeah, that's what we needed to do. That looks better. So remove that. Alright, so that way. So we have these. We can, looking down here, we have kind of a split here. We could take it back to there. We have this one, which looks good. I think I'll leave this one alone. This one's growing just kind of straight up off of the tree, so we'll just remove this one like so. And this one also got a bar branch, so we got one here, and then there's this little guy's coming off the main trunk, as you can see right here. So I think we want to remove this little guy because we got a branch down here. So we'll take this guy off like so. Now we have a decent size branch, which I think what we could do with this is we could try to wire this over a little bit. Let's scoot this back. I'll come back to this little section here, but down here at the bottom, which you can't see, let me go to alright, so this little bunch down here, I think what we'll do is we'll take it back to there, and we'll take this one. We have kind of a, hopefully we get a back budding right here. Probably this growing right here is probably, I think we'll take this back to there, like that. Yeah, I think that's, this one, we'll take it back to there. This one cutting back into, I think I am going to remove it. It's cutting back into, I think I am going to remove it. Take it off right there. Yeah, that looks better at the top there. And we got this one here. Pull you back up. Well, so we got this one right here. I think we'll take it off right there. And we'll cut this back to here. And yeah, that's already looking really good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about really all I want to do right now with it. Got it cleaned up and allow it to back bud. We'll take this little tip off there. But yeah, that should clean everything up, get it ready for spring, and we'll get this put back into the greenhouse, back in the warmth, and hopefully we'll see some back budding and some more growth coming into the spring. So we'll give you a nice little rotation here of the tree. So let me scoot you back here. You see the whole thing. And we'll do a full rotation. Let's build up a little bit. I think I'm going to remove this guy right there. Take that off. There we go. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This kind of quick kind of cleanup of this jade before the spring. And it looks like down here, let's see, take off just a little bit more. We'll do that. There we go. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the next one.